We live, baby. Y'all know what it is. It's Thursday, period. I got the sounds, okay. Hey, girl. Let me go ahead and connect you. Wait, how do I? Gotcha. Did it work? Accept. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Turn up.
can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Hey, Charles. Hey, Neek. Okay, y'all pulling up. Period. How was your day?
My day's been pretty good. Just been self-care today. How about you?
That sounds good. Girl, chilling. chilling real hard. Okay. So, just waiting for other people to tune in. I know you can't see it on your end. Hey, Kay, Brittany. Hey, Jigs World. What's good, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
She said, that's my line sister. Period. What up, brother? Okay, Robbie Hatcher. Okay. So we can go ahead and get started since the Instagram, it automatically cuts off after hours. So we can go ahead and get started. So hey, y'all, whatever. I'm Danielle. I'm the founder of Thrive Coaching Co. And so I provide life coaching for HBCU students, HBCU grads, and young adults to help them thrive through life changes and transitions, period. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. My name is Majia. I am a Virginia Union University grad. I majored in biology, and I am a member of the tall chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, and that's why I'm here tonight.
Period. Let them know. Okay, and so we're gonna, she said purr. So we're gonna start with the icebreaker, and this is just to make things a little bit light. So I have a bunch of different icebreaker questions in here. And so I'll just pick one. Okay, and so it says, what is one thing that you wish you had known sooner in life?
One thing that I wish I had known sooner in life, let's see. Not to stress so much. I stress a lot about things I cannot control. So if there was one thing I wish I could learn sooner in life, it would be that.
That's good. Okay. And I need to do that sometimes too. Because sometimes I'll be stressing out and I'll be like, okay, woo, bring it back in. Okay, so then I'm going to do another one. All right, what is this? It says, what is one of your best memories from your HBCU experience?
My best memories from my HBCU experience will probably be my first day on campus, and we had a game room party, and that was fun to me. That was probably my best memory.
Okay, it was in the Hindo.
Yeah.
What? Okay. And so I'm going to pick one and answer it as well. Let's see. So it says a gospel song that reminds you of your HBCU. So when I think about Shaw, man, I'm going to have to say Never Would Have Made It, because they used to play that all the time in the chapel. So yeah, that's one song that reminds me of my HBCU. Hey, y'all.
I'll say Melodies from Heaven. Because they play that at the parties a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, everybody would sing it. That was like, everybody would just break down and praise right there.
What? That's dope. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the live. So tonight's live, the topic is Greek Life Divine 9. And of course, we are highlighting Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Period. You see her with a t-shirt on, repping her sorority. And so one more time, shout out your HBCU.
Virginia Union. Yeah, Panthers.
Period. Okay, and also in this moment, just highlight your sorority and share any facts or any information that you would like us to know about Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, so my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, we were founded 1922, November 12th, in Butler University, Indianapolis, Indiana. So 7 ladies, they started this. They were big on education, and now here we are 100 years later. Still here.
Good. Still here. Come on. And so what made you choose Sigma Gamma Rho? What set that sorority apart from the others for you?
The realness. The realness that they showed. Like, you could tell that they were actually sisters. And seeing how they interacted with not only each other, but everybody else around them. Like, I like that. And that drew me towards them.
Okay. So that's good. So they real. So if you're watching, or if you come across this live at a later date and you are, you know, trying to select the sorority, Majia just said it, period. Like, she said the realness and the sisterhood. So that is what sets them apart. And so just to jump back, and so I know you majored in biology and you're currently an educator in Richmond Public Schools. And so do you feel like your major aligns with your current career path?
Did I want to be a teacher when I first started school? No. But it does allow my current career path because I'm a science teacher and I like teaching science. That's actually interesting to me so far.
Oh, that's cool. So you're a science teacher. And what grade do you teach?
6th and 7th graders.
Okay. And so how is that process with the 6th and 7th graders?
They could be a handful sometimes because, you know, they're at that age where they think they're grown, but they also they still kids, so they like to have fun and they still like to learn. So it has its days where it's like, y'all taking me there. But for the most part, I like it.
Okay. And so is there a tip that you would share for any bio majors, you know, as they potentially, maybe they're about to graduate or just those going into the field? Is there a tip that you want to share to any bio majors?
If you're going into the field, I would say just definitely make sure this is something that you want to do, because being a science major, it's tough. I'm not going to lie. It's tough. So just make sure that it's something that you can fully commit to.
So make sure it's something you can fully commit to. And yeah, so biology, that's always one of those majors. When I hear that, I'm like, oh, no. I don't know how y'all do it.
Like everybody, when they hear science major, they like, you got that.
Exactly. Like, shout out to all of y'all, because I don't know how I would have made it through undergrad. And so when you think about your undergraduate experience, what is your best memory as it relates to Sigma Gamma Rho and Greek life on campus?
My best memory to Sigma Gamma Rho, the step show. And I say that because I crossed in spring 20, so we you know, it was COVID, so we didn't get to have a show. So that was like a show test. So that was probably my best memory. Okay. And
so so you said it was during COVID. So how was that transition? Like, how was that being initiated during COVID?
It was a lot because, like, they didn't really, it was more of a by ear thing, because it was like COVID was just now happening and nobody really knew, like, if we were still going to be in school or not in school. So it was just a by ear thing, really. But it was sad when we didn't get to have a show. But it's okay. Like, we still are, those still my sisters at the end of the day, show or not. So
and so, and like you said, that step show was pretty much like, all right, it's time for me to pop out now.
Yeah, we took that step show real serious, because that was our chance right there.
Right, I know that's right. Okay, and so how did you balance Greek life, your academics, maintaining the social life, and also self-care?
Some days I ask myself that same question, because it can become a lot, but it really just comes down to your time management. Like, you have to know what you have to do, like, that whole day. Like, I would plan out my whole day. Like, if we had a program and I had classes, like, I would make sure nothing interfered with each other, because that was a lot. And I was also a student athlete at that too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Balance my practice. So.
Oh, yeah, that is a lot. And
but
so
it really just comes down to time management. Like, you make time for stuff that you want to make time for. So it's possible you can do it. You just have to not procrastinate. And that was one of my biggest things. But once I joined the sorority, there was no more procrastination because I had to make everything fit.
Mm-hmm. And so say that again. You said people make time for what they want. So if you are interested in Greek life, as she mentioned, you know, it's a lot. She was an athlete. What is that? A part of the Royal Court. So many different leadership roles as well. And so she intentionally made time. So if you're listening, make time. That's it, period. And so what are any tips that you would give to someone who's potentially interested in Greek life? So not necessarily specific to Sigma Gamma Rho, but just something in general. What advice would you give?
Tips that I would give, just make sure that it's something that you want to do for yourself, not for anybody else. So make sure that it's something that you want to do. Actually do your research on whatever it is, whatever sorority or fraternity that you're thinking about. Do your own research. Like, do your own research. If they stand for what you stand for and you like it, go ahead, give it a try. But just make sure that once you try for something, that's what you want to do. Because if you try to do something else after, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I hear that. So make sure once you make it known that you don't switch sides, because like she said, it makes it weird. And so for that undergraduate student who may be like, you know, I'm thinking about it, I don't know which way I want to go, would you tell them to clean up their social media presence or anything like that, or, you know, watch how they handle on campus, or is that even anything that matters?
Clean up your social media presence. I wouldn't really say per se, like, not unless you got some crazy stuff going on.
Right.
Then definitely, yeah, you might want to do that. But for the most part, no, social media is fine. And what was the other part of the question? Like, how?
As far as like their presence on campus, what would you say? Like, you know, is there something specific to how they carry themselves on campus, or anything like that that you believe that, you know, organizations look at?
I would say just be yourself, and like she said, discretion is key. So like, if you're thinking about joining something, don't tell anybody, don't tell your friends, don't tell, and just keep it to yourself, because next thing you know, it's going all around campus, and now everybody in your business.
That's good.
Just
so
keep it to yourself. Like, if you're thinking of joining something, just keep it to yourself.
So keep it to yourself, and like Brittany said and Majia echoed, discretion is key. And so there's a question, I'm not sure if you're able to answer it, because we do understand, right, that it's she can't share everything. But so one of the questions is, what advice do you have for learning and retaining information? That's if you're able to answer it.
For learning and retaining information, I would just say, if that's something that you're actually interested in, just do your research. Like, you can find facts about the sorority or fraternity online. Like, it's all there. Everything is all there. So I would say just do your research.
And so I am not Greek, but to answer that question, I would just kind of think also, as far as in an academic setting, just as far as learning, like, what is your practices for retaining the information in the classroom? You know what I'm saying? So I would say carry that in anything that you do. You know, if you are, like she said, if you're passionate about learning something, then you're going to learn it. So, you know, carry that passion in. Hey, y'all, I'm trying to say hey to everybody who joined in. What up, though? And so are you able to share anything about the time commitment? Would you say, like, what would you say about the time commitment? Any expectations about time, or any advice about how people will have to commit for an amount of time?
When you join any sorority or fraternity, you're always gonna have to make time, like, because there's gonna be programs, community service, like meetings. So you're gonna, like, it's like a job. Like, to sum it up, like, it's like a job, kind of. So you're definitely gonna have to make, it's a lot of time that goes in towards it. Like, I know a lot of people look at sororities and fraternities and think we just have fun and we just stroll, we just, you know, do nothing. But in reality, there's a lot of work that goes into being in a sorority or fraternity.
That's good. So a lot of work that goes into it, like she said. So it's not just strolling. It's not just fun all the time. It's also that community service. And Brittany said prioritize. That's good. And so we have another question for you. It says, what about SG Rho made you want to cross? I don't know if you answered it already.
Oh yeah, I answered that part already. I said just the realness, how they carried themselves on campus, like that drew me towards them. And once I saw how they carried themselves on campus and I saw the realness of their sisterhood, that made me do my own personal research, which I liked what they stood for, and I felt like they didn't just talk the talk, they actually walked the walk. And I wanted to be a part of that. So that personally made me want to do it.
Mm. Right. Any other questions as we're moving along? Nope. Hey, yes. Okay. So we're going to do another icebreaker. She said, oh, okay, period. Okay, so another icebreaker. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. You keep getting these questions. It says, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Again,
right. That's what I'm like. Wait, let me pick something else because I'm like, it's in the same family of questions. Okay. See, this is like they're the same style of questions. Okay. So finish this statement. I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to boast, but my HBCU.
We have the best Hindu parties, but I guess you could say we only one that have a Hindu. So I don't know.
You say you know?
Oh no, I do know. We had the best parking lot parties.
Okay, parking lot parties.
I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to boast, but we had the best parking lot parties.
Yes, come on, parking lot parties. And see, when I was working there, you know, it was during COVID, so I missed seeing y'all live in action during the parking lot parties.
Yeah, before COVID, everything was 10 times better.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed out on it. Okay, hey, the love, Roy. I hope I'm saying it right, Rory. Okay, so one more. Boo-boo-boo. And there is another question. What is one thing that you wish you were told to bring as an incoming freshman?
One thing I wish I was told to bring as an incoming freshman. Let's see. A rolling laundry basket. I when I first came, I had a tote laundry basket. So one thing I wish somebody would have definitely told me before I came was a rolling laundry basket. Once I finally got one of those, laundry was 10 times better.
Were you in McVicker at first?
Yeah.
Your first year? Okay. Boom. So let me answer one myself. Let's see. What is one thing you want older generations to know about college students or young adults today? Oh my goodness. That's what I'm like. So something I would want the older generations to know is that like the younger generations are not soft, because you hear that a lot. Like they're soft, they can't handle anything. And so I would want the older generations to know they're actually, to me, the younger generations are stronger because they're actually talking through issues instead of just, you know, hush culture. And, you know, working through trauma that the other generations didn't. So, yeah, older generation, stop it. All right, so let's see. And so there's a question for you in the chat. Do you see it?
What is it?
That I've definitely seen you around campus.
Oh, how long have I been at SGRO? I have been at SGRO for 3 years now. I crossed in spring 20. So I've been at SGRO for 3 years. Okay.
And so back to the question. So what advice would you give to someone who is interested in joining SGRO?
Advice I would give somebody that's interested in joining SGRO, my chapter per se, or any chapter, I would say follow their Instagram page, stay up to date with their programs, go to their programs, and if they have like community service like donations or something, just donate.
Good tips. And so what would you say to the college student who may be financially struggling, but they want to, you know, join an organization, a fraternity or sorority? Would you give any advice, any financial tips or anything that they should start doing to plan for that?
So I will say something that I did not know until I wanted to join a sorority. It costs money. It does. It costs money. Whether it doesn't matter what sorority or fraternity you join, it costs money. So if you're planning on joining a sorority fraternity, save.
Mm.
Save, because it costs money.
Right. So
Everybody's price is different, so I can't tell you like how much to save, but just save.
All right. So if you tap into this now or later, just start saving. And so another thing, and so this is general. And so what would you advise as far as like a general GPA requirement, you know, if someone is interested in joining the Greek life?
If you're interested in joining Greek life, no matter who, I would say make sure you have at least higher than a 2.7. At least higher than a 2.7 or higher, I would say, at least.
Okay.
Because a lot of people go and they try to join and they can't because their grades aren't up to par. And that does come into play, especially for my sorority. We stand for scholarship, and how can you join if you don't have the grades that match up?
Come on here, standing for scholarship. Brittany said a 2.8 in the chat. And so what would you say are some long-term benefits of Greek life? Because as you mentioned earlier, right, you said, you know, it's not just scrolling and these fun things that people see. You know, what are those long-term benefits?
Long-term benefits, you are a part of something for life. Like, you're really a part of a sisterhood for life. Like, you get to go to all these boules, and you get to meet other sorors, or I don't know what they call it for fraternities. Like, you're a part of it for life. It doesn't go away. Like, and you feel that love forever. That community, I don't know how everybody else feels, but I get the joy from participating in community service, and you do that for as long as you're in it. Networking, yes, networking for sure. Like, you can meet a soror and they'll put you in a place that you never thought you would be in.
That's good. Let's say that again. Say it one more time.
Like, they'll put you in a place that you never thought you would be in just from simply being in the same sorority or fraternity as them.
I had to add the little hand claps for that. And Brittany said job and internship opportunities.
They are not stingy with those. Like, a lot of older people that are in the sorority and they see that you're graduating or something soon, they will send you opportunities. They'll help you. They'll put your name in the mix. Like, like I said, just because you're a part of it and you talk to them and they got to know you.
And that's good. So that connecting piece, networking, again, job and internship opportunities. I just wanted to reiterate what I saw. All right, and so how should someone express their interest in a sorority or fraternity, if you're able to share?
I kind of touched on it a little bit already. Like I said, just make sure you're following their Instagram page, going to their programs. That's the first step right there. And just reach out to somebody that's in the sorority or fraternity and let them know, like, hey, I'm interested. We'll say it better than that, but
right,
sums it up.
Okay. And so is there anything else that you would like to highlight about Sigma Gamma Rho?
I kind of already said everything in the beginning. I should have said some stuff, but no.
No.
Other than that, we're just the best. That's all.
Okay, period. Any questions or any comments anyone has? Look, y'all steady joining. What up, though? I was like, man, we went through those questions fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to think of other stuff, but I can't think of nothing.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me think. If it's something that I didn't say that I should say.
I'm like, that we went through these questions. Okay, how about this? She said, Brittany said the best.
Yes, we are.
So when can someone join? Like, what does their classification have to be? Can a freshman join?
I know at my school, no. My school, you have to be at least a sophomore. But like every school is different. I know some schools do allow freshmen to do it, but then you have schools like mine that do not. But I think it's better when you don't allow freshmen to do it, because then it actually gives them a chance to see what they're actually interested in. It gives them a whole year to see everybody and see what they're actually interested in.
That's good. And so just to highlight something else that she said, so if anyone missed it and you are potentially interested in joining, just make sure that you check every sorority or fraternity out before making a decision, before expressing interest in anything. PWI, OY, they allow freshmen. and HBCUs allow sophomores. Okay. But I love the aspect of it being a sophomore. So like you said, they can see everything and actually make an informed decision. So that's
definitely
good.
And I'm saying that from personal experience, because I didn't know anything about SGRO before I came to Union. So that's why, like, a whole year to figure out what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And Brittany, do you have anything to add?
Brittany.
Or any questions or anything that you may want to, that we may have missed or skipped? But in the meantime, I have another question. It's not related to your sorority. So what advice in general would you give to an incoming freshman?
Advice I would give to an incoming freshman: be open. Be open to experiencing things, because there's going to be things that you never thought you would do that you will end up doing. And I'm saying that from personal experience. I ended up being Miss 1865, and people that know me, they might not think it, but I'm a little bit shy. So I never thought, that's not something I ever thought I would do. So be open. Be open to doing different things. Be open.
I love it. And Brittany said, don't flunk your freshman year. It would be hard to catch up for the sophomore year.
That part too. That part too. Don't party so much that you don't get your academic part done too, because you can get kicked out.
Hey, Quan. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, don't flunk the freshman year. Okay. So, anyone have any questions? If not, anyone has any advice for any incoming freshmen? Aim for a 4.0 freshman year. It would definitely pay off.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the best orientation leader. Come on. Okay. But yeah, y'all, thanks for tuning in. This was the Greek Life highlighting Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Hey, Misha. Period. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, look, we didn't discuss this beforehand, but I was like, did you want to like do your call, your hand? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I'm in the house, so
okay. I was like,
but I just remember one thing that I did not say. For advice I would give to incoming freshmen: do not walk on the plots. If you're going to HBCU, you are going to see plots. Do not walk on them. Do not. That's a one-way ticket to get cussed out.
Not the one-way ticket. Okay, Brittany, I see you in the chat. What's up, Bradley? Oh, see, they like popping in. We done.
Now they coming. Look,
really? Why y'all coming in? Y'all want us to repeat this? Let them know one more time. Your sorority. Just a sorority highlight. We're going to run this back one more time. What's that part?
I am Majia. I am a member of the Tau chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, a Spring 20 initiate. And we stand for Sisterhood, Scholarship, and Service, founded by 7 educators in Indianapolis, Indiana. Period. And if you are interested in membership, replay this video. She dropped some gems, okay? Okay, somebody said Queen, okay. Hey, hey, everybody, I can't keep up with the names, but hey, y'all. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I am Danielle Beal, the founder of Thrive Coaching Co. Period. So y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for sharing the information with us. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all.